Hi guys, I'm talking in a low voice for now, but I just want to let you know this is not an ASMR video, but I encourage you to watch anyway, okay? I'm gonna carry on talking in my normal voice now. So, I wanted to speak to you guys about racism today, and I just want to throw a disclaimer out there. It is not my voice that matters in this conversation. What matters is the platform, and that's why I want to use this platform to discuss it. But my voice as a white person doesn't matter. It's not what I think that matters on this issue whatsoever, because I'm not the one that's being oppressed. I'm very privileged. I don't ever want to take away the voice of a black person, but I do think that it's very important to not stay silent and to speak out on these things. I attended a protest yesterday for Black Lives Matter in my city, and I did want to wait until I had been before I made a proper video on here, purely because I'm hoping it's going to kind of center my thoughts. So I just wanted to speak to you guys and say, because predominantly most of my audience is about the same age as me. We are, unless you are one of those people who's a bit older, in which case, this is not for you. We are the people that we're gonna change the whole upbringing of the world. We're gonna teach our children, and the way that we teach our children is going to affect how the world moves. And the conversation that it sparked is so crucial to ensuring that we educate our children, educate all of our family members, educate, our friends, everyone on the systematic oppression of black people. Because it's not just that someone, looks at a black person and goes, "Oh, I hate you because of the color of your skin." Yes, that does happen, and that's the base level of racism. But the racism that kills people like George Floyd is systematic. It's systematic, and I don't want to hear that racism isn't a problem in the UK, and I'll tell you why. Young people in Britain, if a black person, not just men and women, if a black person and a white person commit the same crime, the black person is 9 times more likely to face a prison sentence. That's a fact. You can't argue with that. And there are so many situations, you see these videos on Facebook of people being unfairly arrested or whatever. And there's always going to be someone, in fact, there's always a lot of people, which is even worse, saying, "Oh, we didn't see what happened before this video, I don't think this was racially motivated, I don't think this, whatever." But you can't argue with the facts. And that's just what that is. Also, in comparison to the US, there's actually a higher overrepresentation of black people in prison in the UK than in the US. I went off on a bit of a ramble, so I'm just going to kind of bring it back in. I'm going to link some articles in the description so that you can educate yourself. Please do. But yes, I also wanted to touch on All Lives Matter, because I don't believe that this is said from a place of hate. I don't believe that it's said with a place of malice. I think it's said in ignorance. That being said, ignorance is not an excuse, and we must do better. If you're promoting All Lives Matter, I feel like the majority of people, I understand where you're coming from, but please understand that what you're saying is harmful. It's harmful to black people. You might be thinking, how is it harmful to black people to be saying that all lives matter? Because all people don't need the movement. Black people do. There was a TikTok that I saw there's so many different analogies going around right now, but there was a TikTok that I saw that I will insert in a moment, which really, I think, explained it extremely well. So I'll insert it now.
Stop right there, because I got to speak on something when it comes to this Black Lives Matters. I was having a conversation the other day, and this girl says, I just can't support it. All lives matter. You're right, Karen. All lives do matter. But let me put it to you like this. Say we all sit down to eat, and everybody gets a plate of food except for Bob. Bob says, I'm hungry. I want a plate of food. Karen says, we're all hungry, Bob. Bob says, but I don't have any food. I deserve food. Karen says, we all deserve food, Bob, with her full plate, and continues to eat. Do they all deserve food? Of course. But saying it doesn't change the fact that Bob still doesn't have any. Do all lives matter? Yes. But saying it doesn't change the fact that Black lives haven't mattered for years. Don't be mad because you don't have a movement. Be happy you don't need one. Black lives matter.
So that was the TikTok. And by saying all lives matter and by spreading the, hashtag all lives matter, you are undermining the message of Black Lives Matter and harming the movement. And I really urge you to kind of reconsider and stop doing that, because it's erasing everything that we're fighting for at the moment. And I'm gonna end this video here. I filmed earlier on today, I filmed like a 20-minute video, and I talked about everything a lot more, but I'm extremely worried and concerned that I don't want to make it seem like I think that my voice is more worth listening to than a Black person's. I can't remember if I mentioned this at the start, but yeah, I don't want to just insert my opinions. I don't want to be I don't want to come off like I feel that I'm important, like I'm someone that you should listen to. So if people want, then I will post that video. I personally don't think I said anything that was wrong, and the whole video came from just a place of love and support, and my absolute just support for the movement. But I'm just, I'm worried. I'm very scared to say the wrong thing, because I'm aware that as a white person, I'm privileged, and that if I say something that is damaging, it could be a lot more harmful than I think, and I don't want to do that. Even if I think that what I'm saying is right, I'm worried to say the wrong thing. So yes. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. I'm sorry if it was a little bit rambly or didn't make too much sense. That's pretty much just me. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be up on the weekend.